all of the paying customers that gives us the opportunity to be here. So I always want to, show my gratitude and pay my respects to the reason why we're here. So how is it? It's pretty fucking cool to be in this position, but it's because of you people that we can even be in this position. So
yeah, you
that's
people.
how it's going. You. Not you. See, he can't even see me pointing at him. Looking down at his phone, watching YouTube or something. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There you go.
Everybody,
yeah,
everybody but him. Everybody
attention.
but him. For sure. No, we say that all the time, and the fans are the game. If we don't have you guys, we don't have anything. So thanks a lot. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being here and bringing us in. We're having a great time. We love you, Scotland. And the best part is your food is actually good too. So that's awesome.
No, fuck that. Give Franklin a round of applause for being here.
Fuck Franklin.
I love y'all too, man.
Love you, Franklin.
All right, enough with the love fest. Can we do some GTA 5 type shit?
Love you.
Going
Your
right
hands
to-
in the air and wave
going
like
right
you
to
just
the
don't
front here,
care.
Don't fall down the stairs when you're coming down there.
I didn't realize that's where you were coming from.
Hey, and please speak up on the mic so we can hear you, please.
Yeah, especially me, because I'm a boomer and I'm deaf in one ear.
And that's true.
That is true.
And he wear a pamper.
Hi guys, it's amazing to see you again. It's like my question is for Steven. Why?
Yeah, give it up for me.
So in Grand Theft Auto 6 being in develop, why do you want to be like shot off the game? Why do you think Trevor deserves to die in Grand Theft Auto 6?
Oh, no, I think I said, I don't know, he deserves to die. No, it's just, if there was a thing in 6, I thought, because my character in 5 kills off someone from Johnny Lebitz? I don't know who that is. So when you first see Trevor is when I'm stomping the guy's head, and I just thought, cool, not that it's not my production, it's not my show. I just said it would be cool to pass the torch if Trevor got killed off passing the torch, just like 4 was passed on to us by stomping his head in. That's what but it would be cool if like Trevor has a heart attack taking a shit or something like non-violent, or he's choking on a chicken bone.
Or a dick.
Or maybe Franklin can finally kill his ass for saying my N-word.
There you go.
Stomp his head in.
If you're able to do anything with your character to change, what would you change?
Underwear. Didn't he always wear dirty underwear?
Yeah.
You said if we could change something about our character?
Yeah, something about your character. What would you change?
Man, I always felt like Franklin, he was a great character. Franklin was, to me, spot on. But I wanted Franklin to be a little more fucking crazy. Wow, like how Lamar or Trevor was, Because Franklin was pretty much the guy that he never got real, uptight. He was always in between these two dudes, like, calm down, man. If we gonna do this shit, let's do it. He never was just just crazy, like how crazy Lamar was. So if I could change, I would wanted Franklin to be a little fucking just nutty, just crazy.
Because Shawn is actually...
Yeah, I'm fucking retarded.
In real life, Shawn is retarded. No, he's, going back to when we started filming this, Shawn, I would say, was the real tough guy. Just from who he and how he came, where he came from the streets, the real deal as a human. Ned and I are just actors that pretend to be tough. But the thing is that he was, whatever. But so Shawn was told, especially during the beginning of filming, Shawn's natural instincts were to want to fight back, to fucking, like what he's talking about. But he was told, no, that's not your role in the game. So that's what, for him to be able to actually have more of that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, what he just said.
I don't know what I would change. I think I would change my family maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'd slapped the shit out of Jizzle a little bit or something. I don't know, but I kind of like my character the way it was. I don't think I would change anything. I thought it was a great character, and
Definitely
I wouldn't
things you could
change
change
it.
about
Maybe
that
kill
guy.
Trevor early on in the script. I don't know.
Hey, Shawn! If you were at a restaurant, what would you order?
Where the fuck that come from?
Over here!
Good too.
fuck is
the,
that?
the eccentric
Shit, I
one
got
fell with
scared.
that.
I was like, God,
me
is
too.
that you? If I had a restaurant, what would I? If I was at a restaurant, what would I order?
You drive through a restaurant, what would you order?
Give me 5 Big Macs,
Oh yeah!
4
number
fries,
sixes.
6 number 6s.
Oh yeah!
Nah,
2 number 9s,
Two number
a number
nine,
9 large,
and a
a
number-
number 6, one with dip, a number 7, 2 45s, one with cheese, and a large soda.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was really good, Little Smoke.
It's like, is that a song?
Hey, that's a good one, dog.
You returned to GTA Online for the Dr. Dre Heist. I was wondering, have you ever played the Dr. Dre Heist yourself?
Where is that at?
Just on the aisle there.
Oh yeah, I played it. Yeah, man, and I enjoyed playing it. You know, I was happy when I got called in for that. You know what I'm saying? And then when they said Dr. Dre, and then DJ Pooh, and you know Jimmy Iovine and Slink, you know Lamar, I was like, oh shit, this is finna be the shit, man. Anderson .Paak. So you know, yeah, I played it. And I enjoyed it, man. You know, I didn't understand it at first, but then I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking finally, like, Franklin really made it. You know what I'm saying? But I was sad seeing Chop going out like that. You know, he was old and high, eating Lamar's weed and shit. And but I enjoyed it, man. I played it and I enjoyed it, man. Did you play it? Did you finish it?
Yeah, how many of you guys out there did the contract? Yeah? All right, good. What about the mansions? Nice. Good. A lot of GT Online folk out there. That's good. That's good shit. That's fun.
Got one from the gentleman in blue over there.
Yeah, it's Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney from Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Anyways, I'm really nervous because you feel like my idols. Okay, so my question is...
Then why are you dressed as Paul McCartney instead of like Trevor or something?
I went as Trevor last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna go to this panel and I'm gonna show him.
Well, you should have come as Franklin this year. Go ahead.
Man, look at me!
I'm trying not to.
Okay, can I ask my question now, please, man? Thank you. Okay, my question is kind of like a two-parter, like the other guys. What got you into acting, and what was your first ever role, like, between the three of you?
Well, what got me into acting was I took a drama class in high school because that's where the girls were. I thought that would be kind of cool, you know, do that. And then I did a play in high school, Wizard of Oz. I was the Scarecrow. Yeah, and I had to do like a solo dance and stuff. And then solo knows my rhythm. I got moves. So that got me into it. I just loved it. I fell in love with it. But I didn't do it until like 10 years after college because I was a pole vaulter. I was a pole vaulter in college, and I did that, and I kind of just didn't get into it until later. I just said, fuck this, I got to go to Hollywood, and I drove to Hollywood and did it, and that was kind of it. You know, it's what you got to have a passion for it, man. It's got to be your calling. You know, it's not something you just dive into like half-assed. You know, it's
Shit,
got to
I
be your
dove in
calling.
it half-ass.
No, you dove into it full-assed, but that was like you know, it's got to be your calling, I think. But that was my first thing.
Mine was with a good friend of mine named DJ Pooh. He's like one of my best friends and stuff, and he's a writer and a director. And all his little movies that he did, The Wash, Three Strikes, and he's a writer and a consultant on San Andreas, you know, and he helped get me into the role of Franklin, GTA 5. He actually called me in for the interview, for the casting audition for that. So it was his movies that I just dove right in, you know, and he knew I wasn't an actor to be like reading scripts and stuff, so he just gave me a role that was pretty much me, a motherfucker in prison. So it was it was easy for me to just be me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to read a whole script and get out of my stuff, so it was easy for me to fall into the character.
If you haven't seen the movie The Wash, you need to watch it if for no other reason just to see Solo in it, because it's pretty funny, man. He's great in that.
I was 260 pounds, 270.
Or so. It's called The Wash, though. Find it.
Steven!
Rent it, play it.
Yes, Shawn.
Oh wait, hold on. A package has been delivered to my front door.
How did you get into it?
Well, Shawn,
It's GTA 6.
For many years, I thought it was my own brilliance until my mom corrected me as I was doing the podcast. I asked her about this incident where I basically played Betty Boop. I dressed in drag in elementary school, so that was when I was in maybe grade 3 or 4.
Amazing how things haven't changed.
Dressing in drag in my hometown, which was not, the most progressive town. And I thought it was just me being super creative as a child. And my mother corrected me and said, no, Mrs. Prasso. No, my kindergarten teacher. So it was fucking kindergarten. It was in kindergarten, I dressed in drag as Betty Boop, but it was Mrs. Prasso. I don't know why she suggested I do this, but that was my first taste of performing. And then I've kind of done it ever since.
Ned, you mentioned about actually liking the food when you're here. What's all three of yours best thing you've eaten while here, or tried something new while you're here?
Oh, the food. The food. You know what? I had a pork chop last night that was ridiculous. It was like the best pork chop. I had it with
choppy.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was it was really good. I had one. Solid Snake had one, and Coach Bart over there from High School Music. We all had pork chops. We're the pork chop boys. Yeah, the poke boys. It was good. So there you go.
Have you tried haggis?
Next question. Somebody rescue us.
Haggis is really just about the spices, I find. If you got the good spices, you just kind of taste the spice. I would agree with that.
Hey, real quick, what I got to get used to when I'm coming, to Scotland, to these over the sea shows and stuff, man. Why do y'all eat pork and beans in the morning?
Yeah, baked beans in the morning.
Full English, baby, full English.
I gotta get used to that. You're cutting gas all day long after that.
Yeah, we gotta keep Steven away from that because he's notorious. So no baked beans. He had those. I saw your plate yesterday morning. You had them. That explains a lot of stuff from yesterday.
Beans on toast, yummy.
Did you ask to be a part of GTA 5, or were you approached?
It was for me it was a normal audition where my agent called and said, hey, you have an audition for a video game. And I said, I'm not doing a video game. And she said, it's by Rockstar. I said, send me the material. And then I went and auditioned for it. And then we had a call back. Steve and I had what we call an act off, where they brought back 2 Michaels and 2 Trevors. And then we, worked with each one of them. And then Steven and I went in last. And for me, it was pretty clear that was going to be the cast when we went in audition. I mean, Steven just chewed up the scenery. It was great. So that's how it worked for me. Just a regular audition. I was lucky I got booked.
That was the same for me. It was actors it's not that you're applying for jobs at this point, hopefully, but you try for every gig you audition.
The same for me. It was just, an audition. The same like they did, through Rockstar. But they didn't tell us what the name was. They didn't tell me. I was told I was auditioning for a video game called Paradise.
Yeah, we auditioned for Rush.
And, they never said Grand Theft Auto 5. You know what I'm saying? They just said it was for a video game called Paradise. Because Rockstar, man, they move like real stealthy. They don't tell you everything. You find out as you go. You know what I'm saying? But when I found out after
in the shadows,
about 6 months to 9 months that we were
for
working
you,
on,
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that we were working on Grand Theft Auto 5, man, I was like, oh shit.
For Steven, it wasn't until it came out.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much through auditions and stuff. So, if you get an audition, man, go to it. That's what I tell people that always ask me, how do I get into this? For me, it was just, I got, the luck of just going to an audition. And I'm Franklin, man.
none of us were in a position to be approached, in our careers. We weren't in a position in our career where they go, hey, we want you to do this. You know what I mean? We had to earn it. So, and that's basically how it is, and still is really in the acting world. That's kind of how it is. So it's a good question though, buddy.
This one's for Stephen. Trevor or Simon, which one's winning in a fight? Or do you think they could even be brothers?
Probably say Trevor, because he seems a little more unhinged. Siamese
Trevor will
twins.
fuck
Maybe they were
Simon up.
Siamese twins.
Yeah, Trevor would destroy
Joined at the
Simon.
hips.
Hey, Trevor will beat the shit out of Simon.
Let's put it this way.
Simon.
Let's put it this way. Johnny Klevitz would have kicked Simon's ass, and you saw what Trevor did to him.
His question was for Shawn. Is it true that you and CJ are both family in real life? And if you are, do you think they'll ever do a DLC online involving you and CJ, something together?
Yeah, we first cousins to be exact. That's really my bloodline, But the second question, hell yeah, I would love to do a DLC with him, man. That would be amazing. It would be huge. You know what I'm saying? But
How many people would play that DLC? That game with CJ and Franklin.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Oh my God.
But that's in the hands of the company. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're close by. If we yell loud enough, maybe it could happen.
And yeah, but definitely CJ would be pretty old though. I would have to push CJ around with his cane and shit, because he would be pretty old in a DLC right now. He would be old. He would be in his 60s for sure. He'd be old as you.
Man, that's an old fucker. CJ, a boomer.
Out of all the original heists and GTA Online and Story Mode, what's your guys' favorites?
Online and story mode? Probably the big one.
Yeah, I'd say the big one.
The big one is, which is kind of why we do that picture at our thing, the big one, it's got the most action, it was the most fun to shoot, I think, because we got to do a lot of that action, and then playing it, it's ridiculous, how crazy it is. But yeah, that's probably my most favorite, although I like the Paleto bass score a lot. That was fun too. The one where, and the reason that was fun for me was because we had to wear these 25-pound sandbags on our ankles to emulate us coming out in the armored suits and everything. Try to run in those and do all that. And that was a real fun one to shoot, until we dove into training. Steve dove in and farted on us. But other than that, it was really good.
So when you are playing GTA, what radio station do you choose to listen to in the car?
I'm still stuck on West Coast classics, man.
Me too.
You can't go wrong with that. Me being a dude from the West Coast, that's my station.
Yeah, I listen to that too, but I kind of bounce around a little bit. I like West Coast classics a lot, and I also like the pop thing as well.
I like talk radio.
Cara Delevingne in there talking to and stuff. It's kind of cool. And then I listen to country shit too. I just kind of bounce around to whatever. Like if I'm playing as Trevor, I'm gonna turn on, the country stuff. And then if I'm playing as Franklin, I go to West Coast classics. If I play as Michael,
I have a question.
Put on.
Does the character you play influence the music you get to choose, or is the music available for every character?
Dude, would you just fucking play the game?
No, but I thought that would...
Just play the fucking game and find out.
No, but the way
every
you spoke,
time
it did
you want to know
sound...
stuff.
It did sound like, maybe the Trevor character you get, a certain music. I think that'd be cool.
Yes, you can
But
play
no?
Broadway pop if you want, if you're playing as Trevor.
No, but you can choose any music. I'm still learning about this game.
Play the game.
I literally didn't know there was a strip club until, where was it, a couple months
well,
ago?
until that little 8-year-old kid came in and said he was hanging out there.
After 12 years, I'm like, I
getting
didn't know there's a
pixelated lap
strip club.
dances from Cheetah and Fufu and Sapphire.
Vanilla Unicorn, is it called?
Yeah.
Vanilla
No, it's the
I had
shoe
no
store.
idea.
No, it's a
Still
shoe store,
learning.
parents.
Still
It's
growing.
a shoe store. They're going to buy Air Jordans. They're not going there for pixelated lap dances. No, they're not. It's a shoe store.
Out of all three of you, what was your favorite part of the GTA 5 production?
What was your favorite part of the production?
Shit, just going to the set every day. That was like the best thing for me, just getting picked up and the ride to the set. And once you get there, it's just a magical experience for you, you know, because you're hanging out with people that you just met. Like I met these guys on set, and you also meet the crew and the director, and you're just going through the experience of being in a mocap suit. You know, I never in my life thought I'd be wearing a motion caption suit and performing and working like that. So that was the best experience for me. I'm speaking for me, going to the set and filming. You know, I got to be a junkie for it, even though I couldn't get to the reading the scripts real good, like the acting part, but it was still going to the set, just being involved in that.
Yeah, I mean that I think for pretty much all of us is the answer to that question. You know, it's like, look, you work a job, right? Now this is a job that we're doing, but there's very few people that can go, you know, you wake up, you get out of bed, you go, fuck, man, I gotta go to work, you know? But we would get up and go, oh, fuck, man, I gotta go to work. This is gonna be great, because you never had a bad day on set. You know, the crew was a bunch of these young geniuses that, you know, that just did things that blew your mind every day, you know, and then all of the other actors that came in, you know, forget us, all the side actors, all the, you know, the Vicky Van Tassel and you know, who played my wife. And
Best
you know,
name ever, and her real name too.
Yeah, great name. And you know, Rob Bogue, who was Steve Haynes, Jonathan Walker, on down the line. You know, Slink. You know, Michael Maurer, who was you know, Wade. All these guys, you know, they're just great actors. You know, and a lot of fun, and they just gave you so much to work with, and all of them were cool. You know, that was the thing. The great thing is that everybody on set was cool. There was never a bad day on set. You can't say that, you know, about a lot of stuff.
I always tell, generally ad nauseum, to people at the table, it's whatever, if it's school or a job or your family dinner, it's all about the people. Generally, that's what you remember, right? You're with cool people, things are good. If they're not cool people, things aren't as fun. So that was the blessing of this, is that you get to make friends, because everyone was wonderful, and like to this day we get to do this.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together
Very
15
cool.
years, 16 years now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can't say that about a lot of stuff. It's just
so
awesome.
That's really, it's very cool, very special.
Would you trust Trevor to babysit your dog, and if not, why not?
Hell no, he'd probably eat him.
No, I would trust Trevor, man, because y'all look at the Trevor I look at, yeah, he's a nut, man, but if you also look at him, I think him and Chop would have got along real good. He would have had Chop doing some crazy shit, but Chop would have been meth, you know, had meth in his system and
Human stew.
And probably starving and crazy, but I think Trevor would have took care of Chop.
Yeah.
I don't think, did
How did
Trevor ever meet Chop?
Because he's with you. Did he? Someone said
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
Who said
he
yes?
did. Yeah, he did.
In what circumstance? Like, what were they doing?
Hood life, man.
Okay.
Hood life. When you went
Just
to
like
into
hanging out,
Bangkok.
and he was with Chop, and Trevor's there.
I think Trevor and Chop shared the same poop spot outside, right?
I have a question for all three of you. How much personal freedom did you have to put your own character into the characters you were playing?
So how much of your own kind of input and personal touch did you get to put into your characters?
For me, yeah, I mean, for Solo and me, it was kind of different, because you know, Solo's from Watts, California. He's from the hood and everything, and I'm like Southside Chicago, and I've never gone to the loo, and I've never called anybody mate. You know, and I know Solo's never called anybody mate, so we kind of had to learn a new language called English when we were doing this, you know, because there's a lot of Britishisms and everything, because the writers are Scottish, you know, British and all that. And so we had a lot of freedom to make the characters our own, you know, which was great. You know, it felt really collaborative, so you were able to bring, you know, to the characters what you wanted to bring to them. You know, like I was able to bring me to Michael, or Michael to me, you know. and vice versa. So yeah, as far as from a creative standpoint, it's probably the most creative freedom I've ever had on any job that I've ever done. I think it was awesome. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's the same for me. You know, when you get the script and it coming from, you know, the writers, and they were writing mate and fag, I was like, me being from Los Angeles, I'm thinking you talking about, you know,
he's gonna go out and smoke a fag.
Yeah, gay activity, but I didn't know it was a cigarette.
That's a blow job for the kids that don't understand.
So
I got it. Blow job.
So
oral sex.
So when the other guy, Lamar, he started improvising a lot with the script and saying what he wanted to say. But he started saying what he wanted to say, and the director was like, yeah, that's who we're looking for, Solo. That's what we want. So I was like, oh, I can take mate out and take all this other stuff out. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, but we said like a lot of times in these things that for you, it kind of made sense that Trevor would go to the loo, right? Because your mom was British.
Yeah, so I kind of got into language. And honestly, with any of it, with any character, it's about the words, and the words serve you, and the words give you the character. So when you know, certainly with Trevor's colorful language, his expressions, that sort of sets the stage for where you go. And all you have is yourself as an actor. You know, you're not, I'm not into you become someone else. You only got you. That's all you are. So you always bring you to a project because it's coming from you. If that makes sense.
You were the character.
Next question.
There's just a few chuckles coming from this blowjob section. Everyone else is like, this is terrible.
Yeah, they're the blowjob crowd.
Can we
right
get our
here.
money back? Dude's talking about blowjob.
Especially the little dude here who's been hanging out at the Vanilla Unicorn and denying it. Yeah.
Hi, so my question's for Stephen Ogg, but not for GTA, but your character on Snowpiercer. With your character on Snowpiercer, it had a quite complex past due to events on the train. How exactly do you get into that frame of mind for thinking of a character with such a dark past?
It's sort of the same with every character. It starts with the words. So the words serve the story and then serve the character as to where it's going. So it's literally all there, if it's good writing. The better the writing, the sort of easier the job as an actor, because you're just of service to the words, and that's the story. So for me, it's the words. And how do I get there? It's just repetition, first of all, because I got a thick head and it's tough for me to remember shit. But it's through repetition, a lot of that organically comes by going over stuff thousands of times.
The question for all three of you. What's your favourite part in GTA? Three of you.
That we shot, like favorite thing that we shot. For me, there's two cutscenes that I love, and I talk about this all the time. Bury the Hatchet with Steven, where we go reveal Brad in the grave. That to me was just really good cutscene, really good, thing. And then the one where I confess to Franklin that I'm working with the feds. And that one's really, really near and dear to me because I always say that was the day that Solo became an actor. Because when he came on set, he was a little bit, tight. He came from the hip hop world and he hadn't really done this. He's wearing a mocap suit and everything like that. But that day when we did that scene, it was like he was so there, you know what I mean? And just had evolved as an actor and gave me everything that I needed to perform that scene. And when we finished it, the entire crew stood up and did a standing ovation. And it was amazing. I mean, that was, to me, was that was my favorite scene to do. So yeah, there's that. And it was all him. And it was a very emotional scene, and I got emotional with it and stuff. And it just, as an actor, you're getting fed by your scene partner like that. It's easy to eat, man. So that was my favorite.
What's your favorite line of dialect from each other's characters?
What?
What's your favorite line from each other?
What? That's what Franklin say. He always fucking saying what?
What? Mine is, now I'm gonna go fuck yourself. I like that. That was an improvised line, and it was kind of an homage to my wife, who was a yoga teacher in real life, and so that was kind of that.
I get a lot of people when they come to the table, they always want me to write the I pick C. Ain't that a bitch?
That's a great line.
Yeah, that's a good line.
I had one today that I hadn't heard. There was a few lines today, because I don't remember any of them. But someone today, I don't know if they're here, was about, oh dear, I didn't even know about this. Trevor shoots a deer or something and says, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, you go.
And he said it's his dad's favorite line. Is that guy here?
Yeah, you go hunting. You go deer hunting with the dude out in the desert.
Yeah, I thought that was so great. So I want to take that now as my favorite line. If I can remember it next weekend in Toronto, I shall say my favorite. When someone like you gets up and says, I'm going to say, oh dear, that's my favorite line.
Really?
It's pretty
Better
good.
than cunt.
Well, yeah, because cunt is, and I don't have my cunt socks on today, but if anyone was present yesterday, I did get asked if I had my cunt socks on, and I'd be like, that means I'm wearing socks 2 days in a row. Gross. So no, I'm not wearing my cunt socks. But yeah, it is my favorite word, and those were the first 4 lines I said in the game when I'm stomping that guy's head.
Close to them, yeah.
So that was my first, but now I'm going to say, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. Okay.
Hi, this is a quick question for all three of you. I know upon the end, the climax to GTA 5, of course Franklin survives, but you have the option to either kill Trevor or kill Michael or just carry on playing with the three of you surviving, the trio of you surviving. In your opinion, which one out of the two of you deserve to die most?
Trevor. For me, that's the only ending that made any sense. I mean, there's no way Franklin would kill Michael, because Michael took him under his wing and made him rich and, all that kind of stuff. And Trevor's a liability. You don't know what he's going to do. I mean, just when he trips over the fence, he almost, pulls a gun on him, So why would you kill the guy that made you rich? The only thing that made sense was kill Franklin. Now, I know everybody picks C because that's Death Wish and everybody keeps
Franklin,
playing.
what the fuck
I
you
mean,
mean,
kill
kill
Trevor. Trevor Franklin. I get you two mixed up. You're so similar. But yeah, I picked A, man. When I played the game, first time I picked A.
Yeah, I did too. But I also felt bad because of picking A, because when you look back at it, even though Trevor was a psychopath, but he just always fucking looked out. He always made sure nobody did nothing. Like when we were at doing the drug deal, and the guy was selling us some drywall, and he stopped it. Remember, he's like, "Wait a minute, let me check this out."
Right, but that's the conundrum with him. You don't know. It makes it a hard decision, which is why in a real life situation, that's what you would do. You either keep everybody alive or you would kill Trevor. You would never kill Michael, ever.
Yeah, but you would want to kill
because
Trevor.
then I wouldn't have the Mansions DLC.
Because he cussed my auntie out. Remember he did that?
Yeah,
I said go buy. What he said?
I said something nice, not something expensive. You gave me $7. What?
This is $7.
Who would you pick? Trevor. Steven?
Trevor.
One of the things that many Grand Theft Auto fans here in Britain or Scotland would like is Grand Theft Auto Scotland. Do you think your characters would survive in Scotland?
Excuse me. Like, could we survive in Scotland, like in like Wallace times, or in the Clan times, or like nowadays? Yeah, of course, absolutely.
It would be quite cold because I think being in hot desert weather.
Yeah,
I don't think they could deal with the climate. Thank you, though.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to Scotland. It's great to see you all. I've got one question for you, for each of you. Have you guys got any projects ongoing right now you'd like to tell us about in your personal life? Because you've obviously been hammered with GTA 5 questions, so I'd like to hear from each of you what you've got going on in your lives.
I'm remodeling my kitchen.
Is it beige?
No, beige. I think I'll paint the ceiling beige. Yeah, I've been recurring on a particular series, but it hasn't aired yet, so I can't talk about it because everything's under an NDA anymore, so you can't really talk about what you're doing. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, and just this stuff. And then also I'm a spokesperson for ASUS, ROG, Republic of Gamers, gaming computers, for those who dare.
Oh shit, man! I'm just enjoying these Comic-Cons right now. I got something that I've been doing, but I can't talk about it at all. You know, pretty much everything when you're doing anything in entertainment is NDAs. You can't say shit, man. I wish I could tell you, but
yeah, it sucks.
I'm just living life, man. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the cons and being a family man, a husband. You know, and that's like my top of the list thing right now. You know, and of course doing, like I said again, doing the cons, get to meeting the people that, you know, made Franklin who he is and turned Shawn into this celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it with me. Steven?
Thank you, Shawn. I've got, well, I know, I'm trying to think of, on Netflix, I think in the fall is a Unabomb. It's about the Unabomber with Russell Crowe and Shailene Woodley, Alexander Ludwig.
They didn't do an NDA on that with you?
No, because it's out there, like it's coming out. And then I just finished a film that's an anthology film, but you never know when these things are gonna come out. And I'm supposed to have my second poetry book out this year, which I've been working on, but I've just been honestly kind of just lazy. I've had the time, but I have this 5-volume poetry set that I'm picking away at to get that out, and a couple theater projects that I'm hoping to. I've got like a one-man theater show that's being shopped around to like theater festivals, not in Edinburgh, but in Istanbul, Paris, over in Europe. So I'm hoping in the fall, Tokyo. I'd love to fucking do that.
Fantastic questions, fantastic answers. Thank you everyone for all your questions, and finally, a big round of applause for your Grand Theft Auto panel!
Yeah, again, thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
So we got about another hour and 15 minutes, so come to our tables. Say hi.
Oh, is this the one boss? No. Holy shit. That is a tank in the form of a demon. What the fuck is that? Infested tank. But you're like aiming the wrong way.